Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress with number 91 in the series Viewers Games. It is the turn of Jaroslav, or Jarek as he calls himself. He's from Poland. Hello Rick, I'm a complete amateur. I played when I was 5 or 6 with my father, and later I have chosen soccer for a sport. Now I am waiting for my own kids to grow up and play with me. Unfortunately, I don't have any friends playing chess to play with, share or analyze games. That's a pity, Jarek. That's why I'm a big fan of both your channels, especially Chess to Progress. Ah yes, I had 2 channels, Chess to Impress and Chess to Progress, but it was a bit optimistic. I had to give up the Chess to Progress channel, it was just taking too much time. So Jarek continues, especially Chess to Progress, where I can learn a lot. I truly enjoy every single video of your production. My rating is around 1200. I play 2 or 3 games per week because of lack of time, but still hope that I will manage to find more space for chess in my life. Yes, we all need more space for chess in our lives. The e4 opening is the only one I know a little, and only if I'm white, so I play it every time. I committed myself to learn more openings. Probably I should also play games with more time control, but I really suffer lack of time, so I usually play 15 minutes with a 10-second increment on chess.com. I will be glad for any advice that you can share with me about this game, and thanks for creating amazing chess content. I really like your videos and I think that the new series, This Piece Rules, is a really good idea. Best regards, Jarek. Well, thank you very much for your extensive email, Jarek. It's very nice that you enjoy my work. In this game, played on chess.com, the white player was Bocaron45 with a rating of 1249, and Jarek was Kain21 with a rating of 1372. And Jarek is black, so we're looking at the game from the black side. White opened with e4, and Jarek played knight c6, the Nimzowitsch defense. Here knight f3 is the main move. d4 is also very popular, but white played bishop b5. A very unusual second move, but not a bad one. Here Jarek took 1 minute and 15 seconds to play d6. Did he make himself a cup of tea, or did he really study this position because bishop b5 was such an unusual move? I think the latter. From the timestamps it is clear that Jarek took the game seriously and really tried to think about every move in this rapid game. White did not take long for his next move. He just took on c6 straight away after 3 seconds, giving up the bishop pair for nothing, because these 2 doubled pawns are not really weak at all. d3, g6, h3, bishop g7, c3. White makes lots of pawn moves. d5, knight d2 developing that knight. Knight f6, played after 56 seconds. Jarek does it well, he really thinks about his moves. Knight gf3, blitzed out. Castling from Jarek, castling from white, and bishop a6. Eyeing up this unprotected pawn on d3. c4 is a good move here to deal with that problem, but white played rook e1 after 13 seconds, completely ignoring the fact that that pawn on d3 is hanging. And Jarek says, thank you very much for the pawn, I will take it. And now e5 is a good move, because that pawn is also hanging on e4, kicking the knight. But again, white is not paying proper attention. He plays knight b3 and allows Jarek to just take another pawn. After 11 moves, black is 2 pawns up for nothing, for no compensation. Knight c5 from white, and queen d6, played after 1 minute. Again, Jarek is taking his time for his moves in this rapid game. White is blitzing out move after move. After 5 seconds he took on e4, knight takes, and a3. Rook a b8 on the half open file, that's where rooks like to be. And knight g5, which is actually an interesting move. My first reaction is that white should complete his development, get these pieces into the game before making this type of move like knight g5, but it's actually not a bad move. Jarek almost thought for 2 minutes, and then took on g5. Bishop takes g5, and we have to be careful. There's something hanging there on e7. Attack with 2 pieces, and if the bishop comes here, then it will be a fork. e5 is a good move to deal with that, or rook fe8 also does the trick. But this is the first time that Jarek does not take time to consider his move. After 26 seconds he took on b2, and that is not a good move. But the refutation is not easy. White can play queen c1, and that's a very easy move to miss when you want to take on b2. The point is that white wins a tempo on the rook. That rook is attacked and is not protected, and forces the rook off the second rank so that black does not have the checkmate threat we see in the game. So the rook has to play, for example, rook b3, and then bishop takes e7, winning the exchange on f8, and white is back in the game. So after rook takes b2, queen c1 is the move. Very nice move and not easy to find. White did not find it. He did not think about his move at all. He took on e7 after 2 seconds with that fork. But now Jarek has a very nice reply, and he played it. Queen f4, saving the queen, and white does not have time to take on f8. If he does, then he gets checkmated. Queen takes f2 check, and checkmate on the next move. Very nice move, beautiful move, queen f4. Well done, Jarek. For a player with a rating of 1372, this is very impressive that you saw you could take on b2 because you had this queen f4 with a checkmate threat. Here white took a minute and played rook e2. This was the first time that he actually thought for over a minute, and it makes me think of the saying, weak players only start to think when they have a lost position. But not Jarek. He's not an amazingly strong player, but at least he gives himself a chance by thinking about his moves and also by playing a time control of 15 minutes and 10-second increment, not playing blitz games. And that is great. That is the way to get better at this beautiful game, by playing time controls where you have time to think. Jarek took on e2, queen takes, rook e8, pinning the bishop. It all looks very good for black. Black has a winning position. But now, look how this drama unfolds. The best move here for white is bishop d6, counter-attacking black's queen, and then the queens can come off the board, and bishop takes c3, and this is very, very good for black. Black is winning. He has 3 extra pawns. But after rook e8, white did not play bishop d6. He played rook b1 again after 2 seconds. And now a good move is bishop e5, threatening queen h2, which will lead to checkmate, as we'll see. If you save your bishop, for example bishop c5, then you get checkmated. And this is checkmate on h1. So after bishop e5 you have to do something against that. For example g3, then the queen drops back to f5, and this bishop is hanging, and this rook is hanging. So black will win more material on the next move and is totally winning. But back to the position, rook b1 was played, and we just said bishop e5 is a good move. But Jarek thought he could win the bishop straight away with bishop f6. And that move deserves probably 3 question marks. Poor Jarek, you've played so well, but this move contains a tactical flaw. Bishop takes f6, played by white. Instead of black winning a piece, black has lost a piece, because the queen cannot be taken. The queen is poisoned. We often talk about poisoned pawns, but in this case it is a poisoned queen. But Jarek did not smell any danger, and after 2 seconds he took the queen and thought he was winning. But even though the pawn was played up, the back rank is still terribly weak, with the bishop covering the g7 square. And we have a mate in 2. Rook b8 check. You can only interpose the rook. And this is checkmate. Heartbreaking stuff. Jarek played so well, completely outplayed his opponent. Won a pawn, won another pawn, and had different ways to finish off the game. White kept making instant moves, while Jarek conducted this game properly. And when all Jarek had to do is put the icing on the cake, he made a terrible blunder. And it was almost a helpmate. He almost forced his opponent to checkmate him. Hard luck, Jarek. I commend you for sending in this game, which is a heartbreaking loss instead of a win. Most viewers send in a win. They want to see their win being showcased on Chess to Impress, but you showed this game, even though it must have been a very painful experience. You played really well. For someone of your rating, you played a fantastic game. But you can never relax at chess. And that is a lesson you learned here. Hope you enjoyed Jarek's adventure in this game. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel, and please leave a comment if you like the video and the series of viewers games. It would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram on Chess to Impress, Twitter Chess to Impress, and on Facebook Rick Chess to Impress. If you would like your game to be analyzed, you can send it to me by email to classroomchess64@gmail.com. This is Rick for Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.